Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing the question bank of chapter number 2 from R.K. Bali, the International Organizations and Conventions. I'll keep on explaining every question. Yet again, if you have any doubt, please comment and I'll definitely respond to it. The first question is, which of the following is obligating for the members of ICAO? So it would be Charlie. If there are any differences from the standards in any of the annexures of the convention, then ICAO must be informed. And we read it should be informed 60 days before the adoption of a new standard in case. So, which of the following is obligating for the members of ICAO? ICAO must be informed about differences from the standards in any of the annexes to the convention. For aircraft flying over the high seas, which rules shall be in force? The rules that are established under the Convention of the International Civil Aviation, obviously. Annexure 14 to the Convention on International Civil Aviation contains SAPs for. I already told you that you will definitely get 2 to 3 questions from the annexures. So, annexure 14 was aerodromes. The Warsaw Convention and the later amendments that deals with the limitation of the operator's responsibility vis-a-vis passengers and goods transported. It is a direct question only. Annexure 17, it is security. The state has to notify the Council of ICAO and publish such differences in the National Aeronautical Information Publication. If a state finds that it is impracticable to comply with an international standard, it shall give it 60 days prior notice to ICAO of the differences between its own practices and the international standard. The international convention that defines the rules relative to the responsibilities of the international air carriers for the carriage of passengers, baggage, and freight is the Warsaw Convention. Direct question again. The standards contained in the annexes to the Chicago Convention, they are to be considered binding for the member states that have not notified ICAO about a national difference. Ninth, an aircraft flying over the territory of another state must follow the rules of the air of the state it is overflying. No, it should follow the rules of the air of the state of registration to the extent that they do not conflict with the rules published by the state having jurisdiction over the territory overflown. Okay, so let us assume Air India is flying from India to USA. So when it enters the US boundary, it the Air India aircraft they'll follow the rules of the air of the state of registration, that is India, to the extent that they do not conflict with that of US rules. Okay, so this is what the question was. An aircraft is planning a flight that will require a technical landing in a neighboring state. Or the what does technical landing mean? The landing for non-traffic purposes. Which freedom of air will be exercised? Second freedom. The Convention of Tokyo applies to the damage caused in the territory of a contracting state or in a ship or aircraft registered therein by an aircraft registered in the territory of another contracting state. Yes. The ICAO was established by the International Convention of Chicago on 7 December 1944 and 193 member states of UNO, one non-member state of UNO, that was the Cook Island, and the head office of Chicago is in Montreal, Canada. The Rome Convention and later amendment it deals with the damage that is caused by the foreign aircraft to the third parties on the surfaces. The Convention on Offences and Acts committed on board the aircraft is the Convention of Tokyo. Very nice. The aircraft commander, when he has reasonable grounds to believe that a person has committed or is about to commit on board the aircraft an offense against penal law, he may not require or authorize the assistance of other crew members. No. May require the assistance of passengers. No. Absolutely wrong. He may deliver such person to the competent authorities. If a person is injured by a part falling from the aircraft flying over the state but registered in another state, which convention covers this? Rome Convention. India is a signatory to the International Air Transport Agreement 1944. I asked you to remember it that India did not sign or ratify the International Air Transport Agreement 1944. The convention signed by the states and moved by the desire to endure adequate compensation for persons who suffer damage caused on the surface by foreign object is the Rome Convention. I already told you that you will be able to see 2 to 3 questions in the question bank of very few questions. Around 29 questions are there in this chapter, and I observed that only 3 questions they're on the same topic only. So there is some significance of Rome Convention. So just learn that part. Which annexure to the Chicago Convention it covers dangerous goods carried in the aircraft? It is Annexure 18. The proposal to give effect to an international convention in India, it is initiated by DGCA. In India it is DGCA. Okay, if Air India provides an aeroplane and complete crew for lease to Indian Air Force, that is the wet lease, who is the operator of the aircraft? The operator of the aircraft, it would be Air India only, because it is their crew who is flying the aeroplane. What flights are protected by prevention of terrorism attack? All the flights. The second freedom of the air is the right to operate a commercial passenger flight with passengers on board between two states? No. The right to land for a technical stop? Yes. The second freedom is this only. Which convention makes acts of violence on board, destruction of aircraft in flight, and destroying or damaging any navigational facility punishable? So, you might be confused between the Tokyo and the Montreal Convention, but remember, if in the question it is stated that damaging any navigational facility punishable, then remember it is the Montreal Convention. 25th, according to which convention may an aircraft commander impose measures upon a person committing a crime or an offense on board the aircraft? In this case, it would be the Tokyo Convention. Cabotage means. Cabotage refers to. In chapter 1, I told you that in a simpler language, it refers to the domestic air services. Vese, what is cabotage? If some European airline it is coming to Delhi airport, he cannot take the people from Delhi airport and drop them to Jaipur airport for remunerative purposes, the domestic air services. Okay, then is a lease agreement whereby a lessor provides an aircraft with partial crew, that is the damp lease. Which convention is considered to be a forerunner of the Chicago Convention? I told you to learn the year. Okay, so Chicago Convention, 7th December 1944. Before Chicago Convention, it was the Paris Convention of 1919. This we did not study at all, and this was somewhere later on after the Chicago Convention. So, Paris Convention. ICAO. I read this line particularly that it is an independent and autonomous agency with a constituency status in the United Nations organization. So here we've completed all the questions of chapter number 2. Go through them. If any doubt arises, then you can comment and I'll definitely respond to your doubt. Thank you.